So I've just got out of the shower and I'm going to do a nighttime routine with you. So I haven't done anything to my skin yet, it's just bare face. So I'm going to talk you through the steps of what I do for my skin and we'll go from there. So at the moment I am using a tretinoin, which means my skin is really dry. So I start off with the Curel face mist. It's the deep moisture spray. It is fantastic. So you know how like most mists are just make your face wet and they do like absolutely nothing. This actually like moisturizes your skin. It's like a serum in a spray bottle. It's phenomenal. So it's been about 10 minutes since I've been in the shower, so my face is quite dry. So that just helps to moisturize my skin back up, get ready for the products, moisturize my skin. So I use really moisturizing serums and sprays. Then I use my tretinoin and then I follow with a thick moisturizer. So I leave that soak in for about 2 minutes, just so it's not soaking wet, but also so it's not completely dry on my skin. Okay, so it's been about 2 minutes. Next, I'm gonna go in with my COSRX Triple Hyaluronic Moisture Serum. I've nearly used the entire bottle and I've had this for about 4 months, I think it's been. Get that all over my face and my neck. And then again, I will leave this for about 2 minutes. Okay, so the tretinoin I'm using at the moment is by Dermatica. It is a 0.05% with 4% niacinamide. So I've been on my Dermatica journey for about, I want to say about 4 or 5 months. So for me, I am really conscious of preventing aging. So when it comes to my skin, I like my skin to look youthful, hydrated, fresh, glowy. So I really try to minimize the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. I like my skin to look very plump. Alongside SPF in the daytime, I use this in the nighttime. So when I first started off with this, I believe I started on 0.025, I believe. I can't remember the exact percentage, but it was the lowest percentage that you get. And then I was on that for 4 weeks, and then every 4 weeks I upped my dose. This is the second month where I've been on 0.05%. I believe after this it's 0.01%, which I think is the highest Dermatica goes. I'll talk through side effects and I'll talk through the positive things. So side effects that come with every retinol, every tretinoin is dry, flaky skin, sensitive skin. I've been getting really like flaky patches alongside my mouth here, on my forehead here, and then along my nose there. And I've been getting those dry patches ever since I started. When I first started the tretinoin, I just slathered it on straight away and then moisturized, but I found recently that doing the sandwich method really helps with the dry patches. So what I do first is I go in with a balm or Vaseline or whatever to go over the irritating bits, so like the skin folds on your face, so like there, and there. And then I do it under my eyes as well, just to avoid any tretinoin going into my eyes. So literally like that much, and then I just dab a little bit. So then this stops the tretinoin soaking into your skin as much and causes less irritation. So literally where I have the dry patches, I just put a little bit of a balm on. So while I let that soak in a little bit, I'll talk about the positive sides. Right off the bat, I noticed straight away an improvement in my skin texture. It's just so much more smooth, very soft when I wash my face. I've noticed blackheads have reduced significantly on my nose. I've noticed the fine lines on my head have almost completely vanished. The overall glow that I get on my skin has improved significantly. Like I said, it's only been 4 months, so I think long-term use with this is just going to be phenomenal for my skin. I would recommend, if you're interested in preventing aging or even acne or just overall skin health, I would recommend retinol or tretinoin. So this tretinoin is like a yellow colour, so I apply 2 pumps onto my finger, and then with my other finger I dab it across my entire face, avoiding the eye area and the neck. So the reason why I don't put this on my neck is my neck is quite sensitive, and I know that if I even attempted to put this on my neck, I would just come out in a mega rash, so I don't even bother putting it on my neck. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait about 5 minutes for this to soak in, so I'll be right back. Okay, so it's been about 5 minutes. The last step is just a moisturizer. So a product that I found that combats all the side effects of the tretinoin and does absolute wonders for my skin is the Cicaplast Balm by La Roche-Posay. This is my second bottle this year, I think. So I toy between different moisturizers, but I always fall back to this one just because it doesn't sting my face. It really does like calm the side effects of the tretinoin. So this balm is incredibly thick. So like that is like more than plenty for my entire face and neck. Just double across my face and my neck. So I wouldn't really wear this balm in the daytime. So as you can see, it's very, very shiny, very hydrating, very thick. I absolutely love this stuff so much. That's pretty much my skincare routine, so it's very, very basic. It's very basic now. I do think it's because this does everything that I need for my skin, and I just aid it with moisturizer, keep my skin barrier as strong and healthy as possible. So sometimes if my face is feeling extra dry, I will go in with, I never know how to pronounce this name, Augustinus Bader, I believe that's how you pronounce it. I had these oils in my Space NK Avon calendar, and this oil is incredible. So 2 drops is more than plenty on my hand, and then I just dab it into my face, and then I just focus on those areas that get dry. And then again, I avoid my neck with oils. I find that if I put an oil on my neck, my skin will start to get really itchy. So one thing I completely forgot to mention was what I use on my neck instead of tretinoin. I completely forgot to put this on my neck. It's the Medik8 Crystal Retinol 6. So this uses a retinol, which is stronger than a retinol. Again, this is more of like an orangey colour. This stuff is quite expensive. I believe this was £66. So I had there's 3, I believe there's 3 strengths. There's 3, 6 and 10, I think. I can't remember the last strength, but 6 is the middle strength, and I had the 3 again in my Space NK Avon calendar. Used that entire bottle up, loved it. I was using that on my face before I went to tretinoin, but now I just keep this bottle for my neck. I probably would recommend this if tretinoin may be too strong for you or too irritating. However, I do believe that if you take tretinoin slow and steady and just ease it in the correct way, I think it's absolutely fine. As long as you help those side effects, as long as you minimize those side effects, I think it's absolutely fine. That is it. So the only difference I would do on some other nights is I would put the Vaseline on my entire face for the last step instead of an oil in those dry nights. So yeah, like I said, all I need to do now is brush my teeth, put some lip balm on, and I'm ready for bed.